Alright, so I just created a new document in Adobe XD and we're going to see what we can do with it. Let's call it Guide to Minecraft. We're going to put some Minecraft stuff in here. There we go. And what about this artboard thing? Could rename the artboard to Minecraft 1920. There we go. All right, what about drawing a rectangle? So Control-Shift-A to deselect. And then when you go in here, you can actually see the little blue lines, and that way you can draw a perfect rectangle. And we'll do no border, and we'll do a fill. And the color I want is a particular shade of. It's difficult to find the right shade of teal often. It's a bit nearer green. It's sort of right on the cusp of those two, isn't it? That's getting there. All right, so once we've done that, we can go to libraries. And we can add that color in. Let's do another rectangle somewhere around here. Let's actually do the color there, and we'll just do a white one as well. And let's put the border in there, isn't it? Let's delete that one. So there we are. Put that back to white. All right, let's take a look in here. We can press Control-3 to go in there. We'll choose T for the text tool. And let's have a look. Which we put in. I don't know if the Minecraft stuff's going to show up. I can't remember if I put it in here. Oh yeah, I have. I think that's the right one, isn't it? It probably is that one. 240. Yeah, I'll do Minecraft. Yeah, it's better. And we'll change that to. Yeah, that's a bit better. You can press Escape. And then I could move it up around. All right, then you can press Alt. And you can drag another one down here, for instance. And press Escape. And here probably is going to be the words of Minecraft. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do this one in the other font. Yeah, I kind of like that. Maybe make it a little smaller. Well, the other thing you can do is you can drag a line in here, and if you press Shift, so I want it all to be this point here. Snap that in like that. Let's have another smaller rectangle down here. And then we can do Shift and Control-3 to get in close to that rectangle. You can see when I click here in the corners, it will go rounder. And when you press Alt, see, I could do something like that as well. So I could do, if I wanted it to, I could do something like that, for instance. So you can see with regards to alignment, if I click this, if I select both of the boxes, if I wanted it to be at the top there, I could do that, all that, make it there. But obviously, I'd probably just want to put it there. All right, so we've got our intro text, and then we have our rectangle. So we shift on those two. You can see they're both selected. You can also, I think, you can also select them like that as well, which is kind of interesting. This is by doing the layers panel down here. And we press Control-G, it changes it into a group. And then from a group, we could change that directly into a component by going back to this section. And then you can go to this section here and you could change that into a button. And you'll see that you've got that little thing there, the green diamond thing. What it means if I wanted to then bring an additional one down, this one you see is not the same. So in this one, if I change the text to something else, you can see nothing's happening to the first one. But if I change the text on this one, you see then it does do that. So that's something to keep in mind. So yeah, so we're going to deal with the main section here. So again, if we go back to the layers, you can see we're dealing with this button, and it will tell you the items inside. It doesn't look like it's grouped though. It doesn't. You would expect it to just have a group in there. So you can't do it like that. I guess maybe that's the way to do it. I guess so. I'm going to do a hover state. Fill. Actually, you don't want them grouped though, maybe. Maybe you don't want them grouped. Let's try to do the hover state now then, maybe on the button. Alright, and then in the hover state, we'll just change the fill to be not really very different, right? I don't know, something like that. I need to look into this, like what is the what is this supposed to look like?